what was the moment that helped with a shift in mindset to say, you know what, I will always be wary of failure because everybody wants to do well. But how do you manage that? You know, the tools, when did you identify the tools for you to be able to manage that?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't say that there was like a particular moment uh,
Mhm.
that that said to me, okay, now your fear of failure is gone. And no one came to me with a wand and tapped me on the shoulder and said goodbye to the fear of failure. I think I had a very interesting conversation with Tom Dawson Squibb. I know I saw the other day that you interviewed him as well. I had a very interesting conversation with him, and I went to him at the beginning of last season, I think it was, and we had a conversation about, um, you know, processes and all these kinds of things. And he said to me, or I said to him, I've done quite well, but I don't really know my process. I want to like try and define my process. And through that we started speaking. Um, and Tom's really good at what he does. And eventually I was doing most of the talking. and and he said to me, well, what did you do on this day, or what happened here and what happened there? And he asks all the right questions. And eventually we got to a situation where he said, your process is that you problem solve. And that gave me a lot of peace with it, I think, to say, well, it's not maybe scoring a whole lot of runs, or it's not um, batting X amount of time. It's just problem solving. And you, I came to terms with like that's going to be my identity as a player is I'm going to be a really good problem solver. Maybe, and the runs will follow that. Not I'm going to score a lot of runs, and the way to do that is problem solving. It just was kind of I'm going to problem solve, whether that's on the spot, whether that's in training, whatever it is, I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna, pride myself on. And I think that took a lot of the anxiety and the stress off the performance, which is the outcome.